Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Unity for All. So let's talk about income inequality. We've been talking about this for a few years now, but we're taking the wrong approach to it. What is the argument about increasing the minimum wage? That it will cause inflation, it'll raise prices, all this stuff. Okay, let's take it from a different approach, a more realistic approach. Let's enact a maximum wage. No, a maximum income, not a maximum wage. Why income? Because if you talk about setting a maximum wage, you can bypass that with stocks and all this stuff. No, a maximum income. I'm not talking about taking away from anything that anybody already owns. I'm not talking about some ridiculously low number for a maximum wage. Let's say 500 million. And that would be with an incremental tax. If you don't understand incremental tax, then look it up. I'm not going to go into that in this video. All I'll say is that if you talk about people at $500 million being taxed at, 50%, that's not true. It doesn't happen that way. With an incremental tax, the effective tax rate is more like 20%. So for earners, for individuals, we set a hard cap. For corporations, we set a percentage. Say 20% profit margin. Let me go ahead and just stick with the income first. So income level, that would include all forms of remuneration. If you get a stock package, then that has to have a dollar value. That counts as income. So it's not just what you're getting paid. You get, any form of income. If you get a free corporate paid vacation at a resort, that counts as income. If your corporation owns a resort, fine, you get a freebie. Call it quality control, whatever. But all forms of income and benefits, those count as income. For corporate limits, you set a cap on corporations. Instead of focusing on their taxes, put a cap on how much money they can make in profits from all sources. Say 20%. Well, if they make 50% profit for the year, what do? You tax it. Anything above the maximum, you tax it 100%. Guess what happens to the national deficit? Guess what happens to the national debt? Gone in no time. Will they try to offshore all of this? Yeah, they'll be trying to offshore income and profits and all this stuff. We deal with that separately. But we start from here. So, if corporations make this, rather than paying that other 30% to taxes, what are corporations going to do? They're going to put the money back in to actually expanding production, expanding sales, increasing wages for their employees so that their employees can actually afford their products. And there's a freaking concept. So this is how we level the playing field more. This is how we create jobs. How do we not create jobs? How do we not level the playing field? By keep talking about hate Trump and yay Bernie and talking about 2020. How many people ever heard of Bernie before early 2016? But you're going to be pushing him now. No, let's focus on 2018 now. Let's focus on the issues. I said it before, focus on the issues. Issues unite, names divide. And all you're doing is perpetuating that division. So, with these ideas like a maximum wage, I know there's going to be all these people that are naysaying, oh, it would never work because we'll never get anybody to back it. All grassroots movements start this way. They start with an idea, and they get spread among people. Look at past grassroots movements and how they started. You know, the women's vote, desegregation, domestic violence. It took years of activism, and this happened long before the internet. It took years of activism for us to wind up enabling legislation to stop men from beating their wives and children. It was considered a right. In many cases, it was considered, it was expected. And look where we are now. But those things happened long before we had the internet. Today, we've got the internet. We share ideas among each other in milliseconds. We can build movements in months, weeks, days. If we only stop talking about all bull and start talking about real issues, real ideas. Will it happen overnight? No, it won't happen overnight. But it isn't going to happen at all if we're not doing it. We have to do it. Period. That means you have to do it. Get involved. Share these ideas. Share this video. Please hit like and subscribe. If you can, please become a patron on Patreon. And I am also posting this on Steemit. Upvote me, please. So, all right. I will talk to you later.